What's up guys, it's art time. I know Papa's back from the store. I know I've been gone for a month, and that's because this art piece took a long time to make. And that's because I had a lot of stuff to do, and that's why it took a long time to make, but I don't regret it at all because it's an absolute masterpiece to me. It is definitely poster material for sure, and I will definitely be hanging it on my wall. And by the way, I really want to thank you guys for not unsubscribing while I was gone. Myself juniors, you guys are so great. Thank you. So anyways, let's talk about this drawing a little bit. Basically, I first just started doodling, and I don't really think I was gonna do this much and turn into this big of a drawing, but the dynamic pose that I was just doodling around with on paper, it just looked so good, so I was like, I have to do it. And I was thinking I could also give you some tips and tricks on how to do dynamic poses, because I know they look a little weird when you draw them on paper. Some body parts are bigger than others, but that's what it's really all about. You just gotta know the body of a person, and which would look bigger if it was at front and which would hide behind something. So as you can see for Zamasu, his hand is bigger than his head, and his other hand is even smaller because it's at the very back of the body, and the bigger hand is up forward in front, so it's going to be way bigger. Plus, by the way, if you see the hand, the fingers are bigger than the hand itself. That's because the fingers are more forward. So just remember, anything that's in front and is forward in front of the camera, it's going to be bigger than the other. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be bigger than the head. For example, if somebody has really tiny hands, it's just going to be the same size as the head because it's just going to increase in size. That's all I'm trying to say. Also, you got to realize what hides behind what when you're doing dynamic poses. For example, as you can see, the knee of Zamasu and his feet are all hiding behind them, right? And you got to realize how small they are to be behind them, you know what I'm saying? And if you see some images, you can see them really stretching it out. You know what I'm saying? Some poses, dynamic poses that people draw, especially for cartoons, they have a lot of flexibility, if you know what I'm saying. They can do a lot of different things and dynamic poses, expressions and whatnot. And that's the cool thing about cartoons, you know. Oh, by the way, I know that the light is shining too hard on the drawing and it's making it less visible, but I'll fix it in the future, so bear with me for now, thank you. And if you're enjoying the content so far, please leave a like. That really helps for me to get the videos out there. So anyways, after when I was done with the pencil drawing, I went and digitally inked it on the sketchbook app, which I definitely recommend anybody who's trying to make professional drawings and for a low budget. And I did not record it just for the sake of keeping time, because this video would have been way too long. I already had to speed it up 8 times. This drawing took me, I'd say, about a day and a little bit more. Anyways, after that it was time to color. So to coloring, what I did was I opened up another layer, and on it I turned the opacity down, which makes it less see-through. And so to represent the first layer of shading, I chose the color blue, and for the darker shading I chose the color red, simply because it's easier to tell them apart, and they kind of gave me that vibe too personally. And for my layer of light, I chose the color orange, and for my second layer of light, I chose the color yellow. By the way guys, if you're liking this video, please click the subscribe button, and once I reach a certain amount of subscribers, this Goku right here turns into a Super Saiyan, so help me out with that guys. Anyways, so once I decided upon where the light and shadow would be, I just colored it in. Oh, by the way, here's a little recommendation. Once you have inked a drawing digitally on your sketchbook, make sure you duplicate it so you don't have to worry about overlapping the lines, and it will help your work just be done a lot faster. I will go through a full tutorial in the future video, but as of now, I also want to talk about the YouTube thing. So basically, you know, YouTube wants more quantity while people want quality, and it's hard to make both of them happy without putting your full focus on YouTube, and I actually have other stuff to do too, believe it or not. So I decided I will have daily sketches which I'll upload at least a week, per week, or like maybe 2 times a week. I'll try to do as much as I can, and I'd say about in 2-3 weeks I'll have like one good drawing like this one, or even better, I don't know. But my daily sketches would be 2-3 minutes probably. Anyway, so about this drawing, make sure when you color you have a separate layer for your base drawing, for your base color I mean, and make sure you have a separate layer for your shadows and your light. Light and shadows can be on the same if you want, but make sure your base color is on a separate layer, just because when you add the shadows and light on top of it, it mixes in with the base color, and then it's just really hard to add another color on top of it, Also, for the aura, I used spray paint. Obviously, Sketchbook has many tools that you can use, and the variety is endless, and you can also adjust them to how you like it. Anyways, I'm not a sponsor, guys. So I used spray paint, and I used the glow spray paint, and that's how I colored in the aura. I also used a brush to create the aura, and on the brush I turned the opacity down, and this is also one of the tools that helps a lot, so I definitely recommend playing around with the opacity tool. In any digital art app it has that, and I recommend you playing around with it, see how you like it. Anyways guys, so this was the final result. Tell me how you like it. Oh, and to create the shadow, I essentially just spray painted the color black, turned the opacity down, and I just spray painted it. So tell me how you like it in the comments below, and tell me what you would like to see be drawn next. I will consider the idea. And also guys, check out my channel. Tell me how you like it, and if you like it, then leave a subscribe button so you can follow more content on it. I will do drawing stuff for now, and if Super comes back, I will do some reactions maybe. I don't know, probably not on this channel. Maybe I'll create a second channel. I don't know guys. I hope you guys have a good day, and Art Time Turnip, I'm out.